look.
I'm not giving you any look.
Anyways, what I would say that our opening music we had Buddy Lee, and man, this is his CD. It's really good. It's classic rockabilly. Please check it out. You see Buddy Lee's on Instagram. He's on all the, you can find him all on the internet stuff. And I'm also going to put a link in the description so you can find Buddy Lee and Let's Rock Tonight CD. It's really good stuff. Really classic rockabilly. But anyways, what I was saying was there was Viva Las Vegas, and my good friend Big Sandy was there. Is that true, sir?
It is true. I will talk a little bit more about that as the show goes on. But yes, I was present.
And then my good friend Miss Mac, you were going to be there, but what happened, Mac?
Oh dear, sorry. That's terrible.
Hey, should we have the captions to translate that dog talk?
Sorry. I got COVID. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
what
we're
that's
gonna
what
take that dog outside. Please
All right.
and thank you.
And what's funny is that dog hasn't spoken a word in months. And now it's
yeah.
another WCR miracle.
And any other big news going on, Big Sandy, that we should know about?
Well, got engaged.
I wonder.
Whoa.
That's kind of big news, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's watching right now. It's like just after 3 a.m. where she's at, and also where her mother's at right now. If Elizabeth is watching and if Ruthie's watching, hello.
Oh, that's wonderful. And
Beautiful.
Miss Mac, did you take care of your dog problem?
Kinda, sorta. She's still in the room, but we're gonna give it our best. I'm so sorry about that. I got COVID, unfortunately. To get back to your original question, so I didn't get to make it. I didn't have boots on the ground, but I still was able to scour the interweb. I went through all your social media posts and I drug up maybe a dozen really good fashion looks that I'm going to tell you all about today.
And before we,
Yeah, there's one of them.
oh,
Look
we're
at
gonna
that.
dive right into it,
No,
huh?
I just want to show just a taste of some of the stuff that Miss Mac has dug out there.
Okay.
So some cool stuff going on there. But anyways, so
But speaking of fashion and that sort of thing, I tell you what, look at Shannon. You look fantastic.
oh
I love that. I love the whole outfit there.
yeah, she
Thank
looks
you.
great.
I happened to go to a Kentucky Derby party this last Saturday, and this was my hat I made.
All right. Yeah.
cool.
I love it.
Well, guys, before we go, I'm going to give you the rundown of what we're going to be doing here. This is a great show because we're covering music and fashion. We didn't really do a lot on cars, so we don't have a car guy with us right now. But we did do Viva Las Vegas. I got some. I looked through all the internet stuff, and you can find really good clips. We got some from like Johnny Angel Frontline videos. And some other guys put some stuff. I'll put the links in the description, but some pretty good videos. We're going to play those.
Pretty
and you guys can go ahead and Big Sandy and Paul, you give me the rundown of what you thought of the bands and stuff. I was pretty good. Like and Robert, you were telling me that they had a good doo-wop section. What was going on with that?
Well, I think one of the big features there, one of the big highlights, if not the highlight, just because it was quite a spectacle, what was a rhythm and blues and doo-wop review that we had there. I was emceeing that, and that was the Extraordinaires, Tammy Savoy, Saudia Young, Al Little Fats Jackson, and a early 60s vocal doo-wop group called the Majors. And it was put together, that set was like an hour and a half long set, put together like a rock and roll review, like the kind you might see on one of those Alan Freed dance parties.
Yeah.
Or something. And I tell you, it was fantastic. We did it last year, and that was a big hit, so they brought it back. But I think that's going to be a continuing feature of Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That, I think that was a real standout. Of course, there was some other fantastic acts, and throughout the show, I'll talk a little bit more about that. And I think we'll see some photos from some of those sets that were standouts to me. But that's the show I was talking about, Tom.
Yeah. And talking about photos, our good friend Julie Abnett, she got a new camera, and she knocked off some really good shots, some nice black and whites that are just really stylish, So we're actually going to have Julie on here. She's going to tell us about her photos that she took and what her inspiration was, and like how do you line up there? Like the whole place is packed, You know, how do you get your angles and stuff, and also just like the stuff that she captured was really cool. It's like a split second in time. You get all that energy, and that, you know, that's when I was a kid. I used to love to like look at the record albums and like just study them, you know, and like that's what her pictures are kind of like to me. You just kind of study them and be like, oh man, I get that feeling, you know, playing that music. So, anyways, we're gonna have Julie back in a little bit. But hey, you know what, guys? If you don't mind, let me go ahead and play a video of like a 2-minute video of some of the songs that were going on there. I ripped this off of a. I'll send a link to this video, but it has like a whole bunch of bands, and the clips are a little bit longer than this, but I condensed it for you. But take a look at some of these bands, friends. They're pretty cool.
When the wind is howling under the blood red moon, you just pick up the phone and call me, honey. You know I'll be coming soon. No, 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 no.
Yeah, so that's the first round of videos
All
we
right.
got from there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, as far as rockabilly goes, man, that was just like pretty much straight ahead rockabilly, you know. And usually, like I've been playing some stuff that it's good to hear like go straight back to rockabilly, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of the bands have been getting back to that, and it's funny how it kind of ebbs and flows. It goes in different cycles, but the end result is that we have bands on a festival like Viva Las Vegas, the Belfieries, who kind of push the envelope of stylistically. But then there's other acts like the couple of the ones we just saw there that kind of go back farther to the original roots of rockabilly. And while all that is happening, there's also been more and more of the R&B, jump blues, and doo-wop going on. Like I know Angela Tini's watching; she's there. She did a fantastic rhythm and blues set. So I think we're kind of covering more ground. Most of it is traditional, but not all of it. But it all draws from that traditional spirit, and I think it's a really healthy mix of music that we had there this year, and that we've been having lately over the last few years.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. I got another. Before I play another. Oh, look at there's Angela. Angela, let's bring some of these people in here. I saw you had Julie had a really couple cool pictures of Angela, Teeny on stage, and one with you, Robert, I believe.
Well, her set was really great because it's sort of one of those sets I thought where all the elements come together. Had a great backing band. She has a brand new record of fresh material, and you could tell that it wasn't there was nothing tired about it. She was excited. Even beforehand, I was watching her before her set. A little nervous energy that kind of helped her deliver in a really great way on stage, and just all the elements came together in a really nice way. And since we're talking about the fashion with this Miss Mac today. She had a beautiful gown on. She had a nice tiara on, and just all those elements came together in a way that add to the experience as a whole. And yeah, that was one of the great things there. So, Angela, that was fantastic.
Yeah. All right, Paul, you got 30 seconds to tell me what you thought about that rockabilly music. Go.
Hey, it's like you said, it's like Robert was saying, it's cool to see, 4 videos in a row of different bands, maybe following the same old traditional rules, but everybody sound different and everybody had their own flavor on it. And that's what's great about Viva. I know everybody was talking about it was great to have a lot of the European bands back and, people from, from across the pond coming back just to enjoy Viva. So mixing that with the American acts is always, it's just a good formula.
Yeah, I agree, man. And also, Tom, the video clips you showed, like most of them, except they're just there's a couple exceptions, but most of the clips you showed were not from the main stage at Viva. So this was
That's right.
what's going on in like one of the other rooms there.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some great. It just kind of highlights the fact that there's great music going on and a lot of different places there. There was a lot of surprises, I think. A lot of acts that people saw that they weren't, maybe they thought, let's go in this room. It's little, maybe there's not as many people. And they were like blown away by some of these acts.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good stuff going on and all around the grounds there.
Yeah. I was just, I was looking for some of the best videos with some pretty good audio. And I just like that stuff because it was real raw. I like that stuff. That's pretty
Just like
cool.
Johnny Depp, right? You like it raw.
Yeah. Is that?
Wow.
Now, I got another set of videos here it's not from the main stage, I believe. So let's take a look at this one, and you're probably going to recognize some of these bands here. Let me just cue it up. Video number 2. Let's go.
It used to be. All summer said, baby, things ain't what they used to be. Better get your job now, honey. Time to work with me.
Oh man, hey, there's your band. There's that Bell Furies.
There you go. Yeah, that's amazing. I know one thing that stands out to me, and I have a little insider information on, is have to give a shout out to Xander, because I think he probably played the most out of everybody at Viva. Maybe Lakshmi, played more. But
Or Trimble.
I know he was at the car show. Yeah, that too. He was Cashed Out. He's everywhere with Deke. You saw him there with Sly. And something pretty cool, Xander was so busy that it led to Spencer getting his first Viva Las Vegas gig, backing up Johnny Ramos there. So we're all proud of Spence for doing that, playing his first Viva. And I know Jasmine, she was most excited to see the Bell Furies. So it's always good when they're, headlining one of the nights or one of the late night bands to get you through the end of your night. Always an amazing show from, Joey and the Bell Furies.
Yeah, and I was excited, man, just to see. Of course, Kid was playing, and then his son Johnny was playing. But it's nice to see Kid, with a full, jump blues band behind him, going 100%. I think Carl was on piano, and so like the full band with him just going off doing his thing and that beautiful jump blues, man. It's just I love Kid Ramos. Like that's at his best for me. Like that, you get your money's worth watching that dude do that stuff. So, yeah, that was a good one, and I'm sorry I missed it. But
I'm sorry I missed it too.
Oh, you did? You missed that one?
You know what? I got sick this year at Viva Las Vegas, and I tell you what, man, I always look forward to playing there, but this year I really was excited about playing at Viva, about performing at Viva, doing my MC duties. I was looking forward to seeing all my friends' bands, saying the right words to introduce them, and I got really sick. I got like violently ill. I won't go into any details, but I got really sick. So I was only able to do some of my MC duties, and I missed a bunch of the bands that I was looking forward to seeing. So this is good to see the highlights here. So thank you.
Yeah. And then, speaking of highlights, guys, I happen to have Julia's on the line. I got you, Julie, and she took beautiful pictures talking about Xander. Like when I was talking to her earlier, she's all, I just love watching Xander. He's just so much expression when you see him in the photos and stuff. So we got. Let's see if I could bring up my picture of. Where was I?
He'll always be Robin to me.
Robin. Yeah. Explain that one.
That was badass when he did that.
The Bat Band, when the Rayford brothers did that original lineup of, they dressed up as Batman, Robin, and what was it? The
Riddler.
The Riddler, and they got. I mean, it went viral. It's in our scene. It's like one of the most popular videos. It kind of really broke through. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see. Let's see if I could do this right. Let's see. I got.
Well, welcome to Julie. Thanks for joining us. I have to say, one of my Facebook pictures is still a Julie Abnett picture from Abbey Girl's set.
So we're just getting the voice of. Is that correct?
Yeah, just the voice of Julie. And I'm going to pull up. Here we go. I know, Julie, you're waiting for these photos, and I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. Here.
Hi, everyone.
There she is.
Julie's on the phone there.
Hey, I know that telephone.
Yep.
So
Clearly
anyway.
Iowa.
So anyways, just if you don't know who Julie is, that's her. That's her and her camera. And you've probably seen her around the scene if you don't know who she is. Great photographer, great
with
work.
a gangsta lean.
Yeah, gangsta lean. Yeah, and of course a big fan of West Coast Ramble. And we thank you very much.
That's right.
All right, Julie, let's put you up in the corner and let's go through some of these photos talking about Xander.
There he is.
Yeah, that was the Whippersnappers, Deke and the Whippersnappers.
Yeah.
Can I say something though? Before we go into this segment, just for people who might not know of Julie, so she's a friend of the show. For as long as we've been doing this, she's been a big supporter, but a supporter of the music in general. If there's any great music, any good bands playing anywhere near her, she's there to support it. But she's also a photographer, and she's documented so many great shows of ours, of a lot of our friends. And I think that I'm not sure if it was a hobby, but it seems like it was like for fun, and then it kind of got more and more serious. But right off the bat, a lot of us were able to spot that. Wait, there's a talent going on there that needs to be brought out, and it's been coming more and more out. And now we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
Here is Julie Abnett.
Wait, let me find Julie again. There you are on the phone. All right. So, anyways, I had a question about this one, Julie. Look, if you notice, it's a very vintage-looking photo. Then to the right, you see like all these cell phones, and everyone's taking their stuff. And I'm thinking, how'd you like have to jockey for position to get this one?
Well, that I did on purpose. I get there early so I can get where I want to be. I like to be up in the front, especially a crowded show like the Rhythm and Blues show. And it's also good to get there early because there's a place to put your drink on the stage. So it's
Veteran.
yeah, but yeah, it's you got to make a decision in a place where you can't move around and then stick with it. So
Somebody's cat is just begging for love.
There we go. And there's another great shot of Xander. I guess they were just switching guitars. He's a bass player. I don't know what he was doing on guitar.
Well,
well,
there's a,
that's a whole three-person switch of all instruments that went on, and that was the only really good picture I caught of them all trading instruments and playing each other's guitar, and
Nice.
then Deke on the
and you can
bass.
see he
So,
has that's Deke's guitar there. You can see on the strap
yep,
there, and
Oh, yeah.
yep.
that's a key part of their set. They switch instruments, and
Oh, that's cool. And then we got. I love this shot right here.
I think that's one of my favorites that I've seen there. Just it's like a classic pose there. Um,
This is the centuries.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
It-
really happy with that. They were so energetic, and there was so much to capture, and just that intensity of what they were doing, and it's great to be able to kind of capture that moment.
Is that during the Century's own set, or is that part of
Yes,
the?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. That was their one set, which was fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah. and
Awesome.
then- let's see. And then we go.
Well, look at my sister likes your photos there. See, Julie Abnett takes amazing photos.
Yeah, they were fun. That was a fun, and this camera, I could do 7 frames per second. You can just take so many pictures, but then the real work is going in and finding that.
So,
That's
so you
what's
say,
exciting.
Julie, you say this camera, just from what I've seen you post, so right, not too long before Viva, you did get a new set, a new
I
camera,
got
and a
a
new.
whole new set. Yeah, I did a big upgrade to kind of the next phase of a Nikon, and it took me it's really good to be at Viva because it's plenty of time to practice and figure it out. And my usual crew didn't come with me this year, so I really could focus on just doing the photographs.
Now, Julie, I don't know who this is. I love the black
That's
and white. I love
Mozzie
the
D.
Oh wow,
And Eddie Clendenning on her record release party.
wow.
What is she doing? Is she?
She has maracas.
Yeah, look at that. That's wonderful.
Oh, and I like the way the way you set the camera too, because it's just enough light for their faces as opposed to like the whole stage. You just like get their faces and the expressions as opposed to everything else around.
Well, you mentioned that, and it's funny because a lot of the photos that Julie took over the weekend, I was in the room, and I'm thinking like, is it? I mean, it looks better than what I saw with my eyeballs, and that's kind of rare. I take pictures all the time, and I said, man, I always I wish they looked as good as what I'm seeing right now, but maybe it's just because the equipment you're using. Oh, look
Yeah,
at the
and it's trying to really, this kind of picture really is the benefit of being in a small venue. The lights go down, there's just light on the stage, and you can really focus in on what's happening. It's kind of, and this, and that, the black and white is practical, addressing all the pink and the green and the blue light. That's my way of working around it.
look at. Oh yeah, that's one of the great ones there.
Yeah, that one turned out
Yeah.
great.
I feel like standing up and saluting that one. No,
Yeah.
you know what? Tom was asking about where you position yourself, and do you do that just purely just to have room to work, or do you anticipate where some of the action might be, or?
Yeah, I think it's having an unobstructed view and not having that sea of phones in that picture in front of you. I want to just be as close as I can to just
Yeah.
drown out some of the stuff around it. Having
This would be a beautiful photo. Unfortunately, some big old fellow stood right in front of the rest of them, and
Yeah.
I knew from last year how the setup was going to be for the R&B shows, so I kind of picked a side based on that where I wanted to be. But just kind of committing. It would be nice to move around, but
And before we move on, Tom, your movie, you're moving us at a dizzying pace
I'm
here.
sorry.
Now, I love your highlight reel that you were showing. I'm a little ticked off. You didn't grab a clip of Angela and I singing together. I think it's pretty much unanimous that that was one of the highlights of the weekend.
Oh, friends, it goes both ways. You know where the studio is. Maybe next time Angela's down here, we throw some musicians in here and you guys knock out a couple songs in the studio.
I would be happy to do that.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
There you go.
Got to make an opportunity when it can. Little Mo. This is Little Mo, right?
It is.
yes.
Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
he's always swinging and stuff. I love the way you caught that.
He sent me a message and he said, I don't know what I'm doing on stage, and to see some of the faces I'm making is kind of shocking.
Yeah, he's a character. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
That
gonna have
was
to put a.
real,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What's
just a
that?
great, that Sunday night was an amazing lineup. Just amazing. So this was Sunday night.
Ah. Okay. Let's see. Moving on. Ooh, Eddie Clendenning. Look at that.
Ooh,
The loneliness of a star.
Yeah.
nice.
That's what I like about that. It's just cool. Like Julie, yeah, the way you set up the camera with just like it's like a spotlight on a dude all by himself on the lonely stage. It's cool.
I was kind of thinking about these pictures, and I was remembering that film that you showed one time, Big Sandy, Low Lights and Blue Smoke.
Yes.
That's a big inspiration, kind of
Okay.
that feeling to, this sort of picture is really
Ha-
inspired by
Oh,
that
had you
sort
seen
of
that before?
image.
That clip? Had you seen that clip before?
Not before you showed it, no.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're right, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny Angel. There, only you. Yeah, that was a. Yeah, I love when he did that.
Yeah. So that's the great Matt Cadena in the back there.
What is Raven saying?
Yeah.
Julie does real damage, and that's a great thing. Raven says.
Hell yeah.
So, anyways, let's see.
He's from out your way.
That's right.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, this is some of the R&B. I love that. It's just like that's like a full-on promo shot. You're in the right spot.
Just truly one of the best shows of the weekend. I'm just fantastic. And I'm mostly there to see the music, and having the cameras just the bonus. But that was an incredible show. So well put together.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, all that. Oh man, that's one of my favorite shots. Oh, look at Big Sandy in the background.
Well, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that's a natural reaction there. No, hey, Tom, what's my favorite part of this picture?
I don't know.
I like the arm and the arm and the finger in the foreground there, like with the little blur there going on.
Yeah,
That is fantastic.
pointing it
Yeah.
out.
No, yeah,
It
yeah.
looks like you're all
it
touching.
just it adds just gives depth to the whole perspective of the thing.
It does.
You feel the action.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, yeah. You got it. That little out of focus in the front. Oh man, I love
It was
that.
hard to catch the cartwheels, but I think I got some of it. The flips. There's the
Perfect.
majors.
Oh wow. Everything's good except for
Marco.
that music stand. Could you have them take that music stand down for
Yeah.
you?
Not quite that good yet.
Oh, that's really nice, huh?
Now, forgive me for not knowing a lot of who is this?
I think that's the Shadow Boys.
Ooh man, that's like that photo could be 1959 or something. It's really cool.
Well, that's what I'm going for.
How long have you been? Well, I know you've been taking photography's been your thing for a long time, but I mean, right off the bat, did you gravitate towards the black and white thing, or?
Yeah, definitely. I collect a lot of black and white photos and negatives, and the style of it is, I take a picture that I want to look at. I'm kind of selfish that way.
Yeah.
So, and these are the ones I like to look at. And I think, You know, it's no different than someone who chooses to play this music, the dress, the instruments. It's just a continuation of that. And I think if you're doing that, the picture just should be in black and white of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
classic
yeah.
Americana music.
Yeah.
Just looks good in
Billy
black and
Harlan.
white.
Sarah
Yeah.
Lee Robinson says Julie Abnett needs to sell 8x10s of these.
Why stop there?
Why stop there?
How
We
about
should. We gotta
hell
make
9
like
by
the
11s?
official. We should
Oh,
make you the
there's
official
some stars.
photographer of Viva.
That's great.
Gotta start a petition.
That's yeah.
These are the guys who are working all weekend.
Yes. The such a solid part of the backing band there.
Got
Yeah.
Carl, Shorty, and your good friend,
With the beautiful
the Kingman.
stands that Tammy Savoy had made.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah.
Very
All right.
nice.
That's cool, man.
That is classy for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little glimpse of Billy Harlan again.
And where are we at? Oh, hey, now we're back. Hey, there's Deke. I love
Good
this
old
one, too.
Deke.
Man, if I was Deke, I'm sure he'd put this, and he's probably already using this on his social media.
It's
So
already on his new 45.
It is on his new 40.
Yeah. I need
That's
a
cool.
business manager.
There you go.
Yeah, that guy's so busy now. Like,
He's already suing you for taking this picture.
I mean, he's already
lawyer.
he's recording stuff. That guy's so busy right now. So good for Deke, man. Plus, he put on the whole Deke Guitar Geek Festival, and what are you like 52 guitar players on there?
Yeah, it's always, and they had to follow up someone playing a theremin, so that was pretty exciting.
Nice.
The Stompin'
Yeah.
Riffraffs.
Oh, Tammy,
and Now
yeah.
we go back to Tammy Savoy.
That's a nice photo there.
Oh man, yeah. If you notice, Julie,
I
like
mean,
on all the promos that I put in, I put this photo all over the place. It's just perfect. It's just a great.
I mean,
photo.
that's what I want to do. I mean, down to the detail of her microphone. It's just the attention to detail. It's worth documenting.
Yeah, and you did.
And I did.
Oh,
And the way you captured that 259 was like, oh, OMG.
Yeah.
hey man, this
Numbers are my
isn't
favorite.
this is not that easy, Mr. Big Sam. Hey, but you know what, Julie, I want to thank you for all your photos and everything you've done.
Well,
Hey,
thank
Julie.
you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Come on, why don't you hop on for reals here for a second?
Oh no. Oh,
No,
God.
oh,
Hold
okay, all right.
on. No.
You're calling from you are calling from an actual rotary phone like
You're
that,
calling
aren't
from
you?
a payphone.
Yeah. A remote.
Are you calling from the surf ballroom right now?
I am. Yes.
So anyway, yeah, we
Just
do want to
waiting
thank.
for the winter dance party.
So
There
thank
you
you very
go.
much, Julie, and
Thank you.
yeah, man, you did such a great job, and thank you very much for sharing all that stuff with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Thank you, Jules.
Bye.
Thank you, Julie.
Okay. We'll see you later, Julie. Thank you. Till the next one.
Yeah, take care.
All right. So now we're back with all of us.
Professional.
There we are. Hey, there's Big Sandy. Now, there's a couple things I wanted to do, but hey, Miss Mac, are you still there?
I
Waiting
am.
so patiently. Look at
Nice.
look at Miss
Now-
Mac.
Now, Miss Mac, you've got some fashions you're going to show us, but not just yet. Could you please tell me, how did you categorize all these fashions? Like, why did you pick these certain people that we're going to see in about 10 minutes?
The jaw-dropping factor, I think, was important. As I looked through all the photos, there were so many to choose from, and it was so hard to decide. But there were a few of them, the creme de la creme, where it had this particular oomph, and my jaw and that's how I knew I needed to present it to you.
Yeah. Oh, it's great, and you
And
did
there she-
present it to us. Like that was
There
like,
she is demonstrating that jaw dropping right there. Yeah.
I
It
know
was-
that's
it
not
was
a
free-
great
it was
place for
freezing
that
up
to
there.
freeze, is it?
Oh yeah. All right. Oh, and let's see. So with that in mind, hey, you know what, guys? We're going to take a commercial break right here because on West Coast Ramble, we got our YouTube channel going. And I would like, if you're not on YouTube yet, can you please, after this, go over to YouTube and click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're going to be doing more video things.
Smash that
So like, you know, who named that song, and we're going to do some movie review stuff, and and just have a lot of fun with it. And also, been doing. We're going to start like a top five, like what is your top five songs, or what is your top five movies, or what is your top five, and we'll have different guests come in and give us their top five. And but we've been doing True Tales, which is like little 5 minute videos on different things, like J.P. McDermott's been doing Buddy Holly. We did Carl Perkins. We did Ray Butts.
Hey.
Hey, who made pickups for Gretsch, if you didn't know. But if you're if you're a nerd for history and stuff like that, you should check out these. So what I did is I put together a little bit of video just so you could see what we do, and then maybe it might inspire you to go to our YouTube channel and click like and subscribe. But take a look at this.
You probably know about Buddy Holly's song Peggy Sue and That'll Be the Day, and every day a couple of songs like that. But do you know the last song Buddy Holly ever wrote? It only took him 15 minutes to write.
He played one of the coolest guitar solos to help kick off rock and roll. Not bad for a 33-year-old family guy from Philadelphia. This is the tale of Danny Cedrone. Les Paul, great guitar player, pioneer in the solid body electric guitar, pioneer in multi-track recording and tape delay. But did you know he was a pioneer in music videos?
Just days before hitting the cotton fields, Carl was at Sun Studios on December 19th, recording a number of songs that included Sure to Fall, Tennessee, Honey Don't, and a song you might all have heard called Blue Suede Shoes.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's our True Tales. So please like and subscribe, and we want to get some more stuff going. And we do a lot of work on these videos. And JP, he did that video on. Hey, Robert, do you know how many hits he got on that on his channel?
I don't know. He's like at around 140,000 views right now or something.
That's amazing. That's great.
We're gonna have to start bowing down to the fella.
And I got a bone to pick with JP.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, I put the same video on my channel, and I got like 300 views, and he put it on his, and he gets like 150,000. So
It might be some of the tags and the thumbnail, or just you never know, or sometimes it's just yeah.
Anyways, well,
I swear, Mike Stand is like the coolest sounding teacher ever.
Yeah. And
I love it. I love his videos. They're great.
Yeah.
Okay, that answers your question, right, Tom?
Yeah. Anyway, but before we move on, I did talk to a piano player with the initials of CL. And he said he might come in and do some stuff and noodle on my piano in the other room. And then we got some other guys coming up. So one guy's going to do a Speedy West Jimmy Bryant thing, and and then I'm going to try to talk my friend Big Sandy into doing something. Maybe we'll just have him tell the best of Big Sandy and Paul jokes. I don't know. We'll do something.
But anyway, the shorter length features that you're doing, it's called True Tales, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. True Tales.
I think it's a good concept there, and I've been enjoying those.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and it's amazing.
Very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man.
And those guys know so much. It's so amazing, like what people know about the particular, musicians and things. Like I learn all this stuff, and I've been reading about this for a long time. It's cool. So, anyways, hey, you know what we're gonna do right now?
What are we gonna do, Tom?
Miss Mac, are you still there?
Yay!
Miss Mac, you've been paid in gold, and not really.
She's leafed in gold.
She is leafed in gold.
That's right.
Let me see if I can set up my thing here. Do a guest a. Let's try this.
You look like
Yeah.
Man, Uncle Esteban is yelling at
So
us.
well, I'm just saying, like a model, like you're ready to do a high end photo shoot, or you look fantastic.
Yeah, she is.
Well, thank you, Robert.
Miss Mac, we're going to get right into it because we all know what you're here for.
Yes.
So we're going to start with
Let's
number
get
one.
Fancy
on.
pants.
Can you please explain number one photo of what went on at Viva Las Vegas? Your hits that made you go wow.
Sure. I do want to add a little asterisk onto my segment. And by that asterisk, I wanted to say that I was not actually there. And just like we were talking about algorithms, I don't trust my algorithm. And so I'm positive that there were so many amazing looks at Viva Las Vegas this year that I didn't get to see. So just because I don't mention you and your amazing look here on this show does not mean that you weren't looking fabulous. It just means that I might not have even seen you. And I cannot tell you how horribly I feel for missing Viva, especially after seeing the highlight reels and all of Julie's photos. I'm so bummed to
I
not be
know.
there. But at least I was able,
We believe you.
yay! I was able to control myself by going through all your social media posts, though, so that was fun. Another asterisk is I'm gonna butcher some names today, and I'm gonna apologize, but it's gonna happen. So, buckle up, kids. Here we go. You ready, Tom?
Yes, ma'am. I've got my finger on the
Photo
button,
number
and
one.
we go with. Where is Miss Mac? Somehow it slipped.
I'm over
Wow,
here.
Robert.
So now, as I was going through all the posts, I didn't see a whole lot for True Vintage out there. Um, I don't know if True Vintage is terribly typical anymore, and I do have a few theories. I feel like the sizes that are average today, those clothes just unfortunately have been worn and loved to the point where they really can't be worn anymore. So I feel like we're turning around to reproductions, and that is giving me the opportunity today to tell you about quite a few of the very talented designers and artists that are in our community. So that is super fun for me today. We're going to start with a gal that knows how to accessorize. My goodness. Name I'm going to butcher. Number one is Carrie Oaks, Ochs, Carrie Oaks. And she is accessorizing with this Schwinn Phantom bike. And it is in one of my favorite colors, a nice sunny yellow. Now, the Schwinn Phantom bikes, they were out 1949 to 1959. I am not an expert, but I'm going to take a stab and say that this is a 1953 Schwinn Phantom bike. And I'm especially impressed because even the tires are yellow. Carrie, I salute you. You also found a 1955 Chevy Bel Air to pose with. This was a fabulous accessorization, my dear. I
Man,
approve.
Mac, how do you know all that stuff? That's amazing.
It's called Google.
Nice.
Uh, no, as I said, I spent a good amount of time online. I like to do my fashion detective work, so I kind of went down a Schwinn bike tube there for a minute. So if you have any questions about Schwinn bikes, that one in particular, I only know about the Phantom bike, but you hit me up. Okay, and we're moving on. This is Miss Raisin Hell, which that's AKA
Nice.
Sarah Miss Raisin Hell. These outfits are done by Violets in May, who is out of UK. And I'm showing these to you because I'm obsessed with the matching tiki outfits. There's another example that I'm going to show you in just a minute, but first let's keep talking about this Violets in May outfit for just a second. She's also wearing a headpiece by Rockabilly Red. That's at rockabilly.red. I wasn't able to see any more of her other things, but I am in love with this headpiece. I'm hoping to find her on Etsy. So, Miss Rockabilly Red, hit me up because I want to know more about your headpieces. But Miss Raisin Hell, I approve of you and your dapper darling here. And let's move on to the next one because I also want you to see Miss
Nice.
it's Goldie Frocks and her matching Ken doll. Miss Goldie Frocks is also known as Carrie, Keri. Now, she sews all of her own clothes, so I do believe that this is an outfit by at It's Goldie Frocks. Again, just nuts over the matchy matchy. Cannot get enough of that. And she is using a combination of charm patterns, which are done by the fabulous Gertie. That's at Gertie18. You can find her on Instagram, and I highly encourage you to find out everything about her and her charm patterns. She is available on Patreon, and I follow her. I use all of her patterns as well, and it's so easy to come up with your own vintage wares following Gertie. She's also using a vintage simplicity pattern for her gentleman's outfit here. Moving on, I'm
Very
done with the
nice.
matchy matchy. I want to highlight El Pachuco suits. They have been in our community for 45 years this year. So ever since 1978, they've been doing these fabulous handmade custom suits. I believe in this photo, this is posted by Dan J. Brown. And I think in this photo, he's also with Ray and Ruben. I had to kind of guess at that a little bit, but my investigative techniques suggest that those are those gentlemen's names. El Pachuco Zoot Suits are having a gala this year to celebrate their 45 years in our community, and those gala tickets are going to be available online at their website, which should be www.elpachuco.com. You can also find them at El Pachuco Zoot Suits on the Instagram. They ship worldwide out of Fullerton, California. I think there's one more picture. Yes, there I think we have Vanessa with Dan. So ladies, it's also for you. I don't know if you've ever gone to their booth, but their things are so well made. I love their zoot suit pants. Ooh, I like the music. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, put a little bit of rhythm in
All
the
right.
back there. So moving on.
Very
I
nice.
like it. I like it. Let's move on to some jumpsuits. I am having some serious jumpsuit love this year, and I don't think I'm the only one because they were out in fine form. There were a couple that were featured here in, I think this was Queen of the Car Show. This one in particular that we're looking at here, this is Lulu Divine. You can find out more about her at Lulu Divine _pinup MC _official. And her jumpsuit with rhinestone flames, by the way. I mean, I am all about the rhinestone embellishments. The jumpsuit was done by at Head Barista, Tegan Vanessa. The shoes are also custom made. I think there's one more photo where we can get a glance at the shoes.
Is that
Oh, darn it. Maybe
wrong
not.
one? Wrong one? I'm sorry.
But the shoes that were
There we
go. There you go.
yes, there they are. Thank you. Those
Let me-
shoes are done by Bianca Luck Shoes. That's Bianca Luck and La Onda Shoes. Told you I was going to massacre some names today. Those are handmade in Mexico. And I glanced through their feed today, and boy, do they have some cute things. And they take custom orders. Ladies, custom vintage shoes.
That's bananas.
The next photo, if you want to keep going, I want to show you this adorable jumpsuit. Almost there. Yes, Princess Calavera. And that's Calavera with 2 A's at the end of it if you want to find her on Instagram. Miss Princess Calavera is now the queen of the car show. She happened to win this year. And she was wearing this adorable custom play suit by Sparrow to Dragonfly. Now, the bone template, the rhinestone bone design that was done on her jumpsuit was designed by her handsome honey, Capsulutely, who I believe is a tattoo artist. So it was fun to see that little addition of tattoo flash to her vintage look. That is a removable skirt that's on that jumpsuit. So that comes off and you're ready to play all day. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you about Sparrow to Dragonfly? They are a vintage store and designer. So not only can you find some true vintage pieces in their store, but she will custom design for you. And boy, has she made some cute things. I'm going to show you another one of her pieces a little bit later, but check them out at sparrowtodragonfly.com. How about the next one? Let's move on to see Petula Gold Fever, shall we? Ah, here she is, channeling Marilyn Monroe in this amazing play suit. Now, I'm, again, going to butcher this name, and I'm sad that I am because I'm such a fan. Maria Aguirre? I don't think that's how you pronounce that. It's Aguye, Maria Aguirre. Now, Maria is a wonderful designer. You can find her on Etsy. I first became hit to Maria's designs when I saw her dress on Grey Delisle when she wore it to the Emmys. It's this amazing hand-painted vintage frock. Oh my God, drooling. So then I was not surprised to see that she also designed and came up with this adorable jumpsuit on Miss Petula Gold Fever. Petula, now she's a French burlesque artist. Want to know more about her? That's at petula.goldfever. Oh, and this dress. Oh, I also am having a serious love for fringe right now. Anybody else? Just me? No, can't just be me. Check out this amazing gold lame bead fringe number. This is coming to you, designed by Mr. Lucero. Lucero. Mr. Lucero. This is being modeled by Christine Carter. That's at Christine Carter 1950 if you want to find her. I think she's Brazilian. Big Sandy, you might know, because I know you saw her band play.
Yes, Brazilian in every way.
Yes. Oh man. So
does that
she
mean?
is Christina and her rockers. I think it is. Yep, Christina and her rockers. So find
Yes,
her at
and they had a
Christina
great
Carter
set, and they had a
1950.
great set on their. Yes,
And I'm so mad I missed it. She was on my spreadsheet of people I wanted to see. And had I seen her in this dress, I would have just knocked her down, taken it, run off. I love this dress. Oh my. Oh, let's look at this next one, shall we? We've got Betty L up next. I
Hey,
heard
we know
so
her.
much about this dress. Oh, when I made this post, I made a post searching for some social media stuff just because I didn't want to miss anything. So I was like, hey, if you guys know about something amazing that I need to see, let me know. And this was the one I got a million messages about. She won the Glamour Ball, from what I understand, and she made this dress on her own. This is Janet's daughter. We all love Janet. So, Betty L., I am so impressed with this dress. If you skip forward another photo, I think you'll see how the tail lays down over the skirt. Now, maybe it's one more from
there
now.
you go.
So the tail lays down so she can bring it up behind her for just this dramatic glamour moment. Not surprised that she was the winner of the Viva 26 Glamour Ball. I want to know how many peacock feathers were involved in the making of this dress. Can anybody count? I mean, there must be hundreds. What work? Okay, we're getting near the end here, but I want to bring back It's Goldie Frocks, aka Carrie. Again, Carrie sews all her own wardrobe. And she does it with not a whole lot of budget, something that I can completely commiserate with, which is why I know that this is so impressive. And she works off of charm patterns by Gertie, as I mentioned earlier. Find her at Gertie18. And she likes to mix in some vintage patterns. It seems like mostly simplicity. It's kind of a tough year for her. Again, zero budget, but she still somehow pulled out the Viva Las Vegas number 26 best wardrobe win at that car show, Queen of the Car Show contest that they had, and so well deserved. So again, we saw her earlier with the matching play suits with her fella. Here she is in a polished cotton dress with fringe. Again, nuts for the fringe this year. And I think we have one more photo of her with her Viva Las Vegas trophy and this amazing dress, another removable skirt on this one, the little petal top. I think that is a pattern that Gertie brought out in her charm patterns just this past year, that tulip top. Oh, and I applaud you, Carrie. I want us
But
to be
isn't there
friends.
another? There's another one of her looks.
There were so many to choose from. I
Oh
didn't want
no,
to
with her.
overwhelm Tom.
I
Say
thought
that
there was
again.
another photo. I thought there was another.
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
We saw one of her earlier in a matching play suit. I included
No,
her
no,
in the
no, 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 no.
matching
There's another
suits
one I have.
earlier.
Okay.
But by all means, go to at its.goldie_frocks because her whole Instagram feed is just her closet full of all these amazing dresses that she designed and crafted herself. And her seamstress skills are just on top. I applaud you, lady. Find me. Let's be friends. I don't know how we haven't met yet. I think she's in California with us, so we should hang out. That was probably the best part of this is I just got to roam through social media and find future friends.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to bring up my winner for this year, Joe
Ah.
McKay. Joe McKay, If I didn't love you so much, I'd hate ya. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't come up with these ideas myself. And that's why Joe wins, because I got mad when I saw how good these were. This first one we're showing you, Joe, with the help of Sparrow to Dragonfly, who I was telling you about earlier, Joe was able to recreate the 1951 potato sack dress that Marilyn Monroe modeled in this photo shoot, iconic photo shoot right here. I don't know how they did it. I wish I had time to reach out and interview these people because I want to know, like, how did they where did they find the potato sack from? Did they have to print it themselves? Was it screen printed? Was that just ready to make somewhere? I need to know about this potato sack.
Well, I think
The shoe.
Julie could probably chime in on that.
Does Julie know?
Well, looks like it.
Julie, you there? Maybe. Okay. The shoes were also custom done. Those are by Dazzling Tootsies. Those shoes. And again, what a perfect match to that photo. I love some cosplay. I love recreation. And I love the attention to detail that was done on this. I want to show you another one of Joe's looks. Another one that made me just so mad. Look at this. She used all the reusable Viva Las Vegas gift bags that we receive every year to create a dress. Again,
That's
done by
brilliant.
Sparrow the Dragonfly. Isn't it fantastic? And Tom, I don't know if you can zoom in. This is going to seem inappropriate. I want you to zoom in on the bust line. Because the bust line is a shelf bust done with little records. And on each record is embroidered the name of the headliners from previous years. And I
Wow.
think I even saw Big Sandy on there. So again,
No.
how fun is that? As
Really?
long as we zoomed in there, look at the necklace.
I
She's
see
got a
Big Sandy. Yeah,
panel
okay, we have a
necklace
winner.
on. Isn't that fabulous? And there
That
is
is
a
so
video
great.
out there where she does a little twirl. The dress moves beautifully. The flower in her hair is made from sheet music. I believe it's sheet music paper flower that's in her hair. I mean, just such crafty, do-it-yourself, attention to detail. What a smart, creative idea. Joe, again, another one that we need to be friends. We really do. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit over here and keep getting madder and madder at your good ideas that I didn't come up with first.
Don't get mad.
Oh, what do you think, you guys? Don't you agree? What a winner on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
What I
Yeah.
think is, well done, Shannon Mack. Thank you, Miss Mack.
Yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Shannon. I can
I'm
also tell
not
you that.
done yet.
Well,
I'm
still,
not
I'm just
done
saying
yet.
so
I
far,
have
so good.
Oh, thank you. But I have one more honorable mention. This year, Viva Las Vegas got their very first rock and drag queen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see DJ Lady Laverne. Oh, isn't she gorgeous with the pink hair? Just dripping with pearls and diamonds, rhinestones, the tangerine feathers, the matching fan. Oh, and she looks just as
Nice.
good from the back as from the front. I couldn't decide which view I liked best, so I had to show you both. Look at that. What a work of art. So, DJ Lady Laverne, welcome to the family. So happy to have you. And I'm glad that we finally added a little bit of that extra zhuzh to the community. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Well, thank you
Awesome.
very much, Miss Mac. That was wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
Miss.
you.
Good job, Shannon.
Yeah.
I like how
Ew.
your internet held strong during the most important part here. We're having
That's
we're
right.
having we were having trouble earlier with the connection there, but it was good
When it really mattered,
for
I
that.
pulled it
Yeah,
out.
when it counted. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And also, Violets in May is a really good hillbilly casino song.
Oh,
Is it? I don't know that song. I'll have to look that up.
It's the one with the banjo.
cool.
Oh, I love a banjo. The
All
right. There you
accordion,
go.
too.
I love a banyo.
Banyo.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Me
which,
too.
You know, this kind of leads us. If you're hanging out with us, man, thank you so much for. I think we covered most of that. We didn't cover the car show. Maybe we'll do that next year.
we'll cover the car show with a big, gigantic tarp.
That's right.
So,
Maybe we'll follow through next year, guys.
Yeah, we'll do. Hey, you know what? I think we did pretty good getting people to know what was going on. I'm educated. Thank you very much, guys, for showing everything. Yes, Big Sandy.
I know time is an issue here, but my uncle, just to keep him happy,
Yes.
we won't do the. I don't think we have time to do a full joke session, but can we get a couple of Paul's jokes just thrown in real quick?
This is just for Uncle Esteban. Yes.
Yes, and we'll do. We can like vocally do the.
Hold on. No.
Oh no, we're gonna make Tom.
Are you
play.
gonna do it? Is he still there?
Also-
Let's make sure he's still there though to make it.
Tom,
is
are you
this
still there? Tom, are you working this out?
Theo, are you still there? No, I'm asking if my uncle's there. I know Tom's still here.
All right.
And if Shannon has any jokes, feel free. The thing is, right before earlier this afternoon, Tom told me, "Don't be surprised when you come here." And Paul's not here. He called in sick, so I thought you were not going to be part of the show at all. So I thought the joke session was off the table. But you came in with jokes, and my uncle wants to hear them. So
Yeah, Esteban,
That's right.
Esteban is ready.
Just for Uncle Esteban.
Let's knock this show out. Here we go. I'm going to start in G, if that's okay, Paul.
I think so.
well, we usually G. Usually his jokes are
G rated.
in a little high, in a higher rating than that, like R or X.
I'm pretty sure for the first time ever, though, these are all G-rated jokes.
Okay,
Maybe
let's do the
one is
usual
PG-13.
format. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, Big Sandy. What do Costco and Las Vegas have in common?
I don't know, Sir Paul. What do Costco and Las Vegas have in common?
You go to buy a gallon of milk, and it costs you $285.
Oh, you got to at least laugh.
God, yeah.
It doesn't deserve a laugh.
Okay, I think my uncle probably would like to hear like a better joke than that.
All right. Did you have one, Robert? No?
No. Didn't you hear my setup? No, it's all you, baby.
You usually just make them up, man.
Okay. Want me to make one up? Okay. Picture Viva Las Vegas and all the different fashions we've observed through the eyes of Miss Shannon Mack. Rockabilly glory and in fashion. But of all the people, they're dressed in their finest, the peacock finery and all. Why was there? Why did the dealer there at Viva Las Vegas refuse to allow anyone at the table and any of the pinup ladies at the table who are wearing animal print?
I don't know, Robert. Why did the dealers refuse to let anybody sit at the table who were wearing animal print at Viva Las Vegas?
Because of the cheetahs.
See, there you go.
Okay.
That was better than mine.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hey, Big Sandy.
What?
Why did the Dalai Lama go to Las Vegas?
I don't know, Paul. Why did the Dalai Lama go to Las Vegas?
Sorry.
Because he likes Tibet. There you go. All right, Uncle Esteban. There you go.
Oh, man.
You know, on a side note from Miss
Hold
Mac,
on. Oh,
we had
go
a
ahead,
friend,
go ahead.
Vanessa, tell us that every episode of West Coast Ramble should be a fashion episode. So they really love you, Miss Mac.
Turn to the left.
Yeah, just get rid of us.
Turn to the right.
I love that. Thank you.
Fashion.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everyone for hanging out this long. We had a pretty good time, if you don't mind. I had a really good time. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Why did I get sick
Yeah, I know.
at Viva Las Vegas out there in the desert? You would think that, I mean, it's a healthy living, right? Sun and sand.
Yeah.
Well, Robert,
Why
you
did-
got to go some of the
How did I get sick in Las Vegas, Paul? I don't know.
You
Big
overdid
Sandy.
it, man.
Oh,
I don't know,
friends.
Big Sandy. How did you get sick?
How about my friend Buddy Lee and check out his CD. And thank you very much for Johnny Angel for the videos. And thank you very much, Miss
Right.
Mac, for coming on down here. And you did such a bang-up job, man. You really did your homework. I feel I feel honored that you did that. And one thing I didn't do was put out our Venmo thing like that. So if you see Paul, give him $5.
I know, I need it, guys. But just let our West Coast Ramblers know, I'm always looking for some bands to bring in the studio. So we'll be back soon, guys.
I got sick because of the sandwiches there.
Oh, really? We'll see you guys. Bye.